reach it. Use the chair. It's right there. Use the chair. Well, you don't have no choice. I had to use the chair too. Oh, it wasn't? That's because y'all use too much. Don't use so much. Why do we have to leave and go away? Love.
Hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
Trey, huh?
Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas. Let's go, D. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we are.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Mike. Right 80. Mike. So don't say nothing.
Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give a sack there to Jake Ryan.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Do your thing, do it.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Do your thing, boys.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jamie Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on him. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Hey, watch the slant.
Jones has it. And he doesn't quite make
That's
it.
supposed to be touchdown, dog.
Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym.
Like, I'll never stop doing that shit.
Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now.
Do your thing, boys.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Oh, if I could have got through there, that was go.
Time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division.
That was crazy right there.
Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a deep ball.
Come on, man. Catch it, dog.
Wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, see, he can't catch that, dog. Come on, man.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught by Jones. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Blue 60. 59. Let's go, D.
On 1st down, Swift, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I hope you got your left, because I'm about to take you to school. 59. Hey, go here. Check, 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside
Let's
the
go.
10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Good shit, Allison.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
Oh, get that!
Right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than
My
that.
blocks hold up. I got
this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play
I gotta give me a seam to cut through. If I get a little seam to get through there, nigga, he gone.
Backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can
Ain't even
sit
what I
back
picked,
and see the
dog.
ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That was a good throw, though, nigga. You gotta.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man.
Shit, boy.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow 80. Yellow 80.
They'll try the left side. Swift. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
My nigga Swift gonna bust one of these bitches out of here.
Take the bait and move laterally and open up a
My nigga
crease
Swift
that
gonna
run
bust
through.
one of these
Didn't
bitches
happen
out of
on that
here.
play.
Go, go, go.
On 2nd down, Swift. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback.
Come on, 69, pick him up.
A couple yards short of the first. Just a 1 yard.
That's all you got to do is play his ass out.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Oh, my God.
Try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
All right, I'm about to shut that run shit down right now. Let me bring out them hitters. Let me bring out them hitters.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Now get his ass.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's trying to go spread.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run on 2nd down with Cole. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation.
Trying to go spread again.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Ain't shit happening. Do your thing, boys, is out there.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with
traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
That's why you don't trust Madden play call. They had that play set up like, run this play. It's going to be open.
And no run back here. This will be a
I was retarded. Y'all doing it again. Learn my own shit. Sorry, we gave up one. Let's get this 7 back before we go into the half.
And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal.
Let's get that bitch back before the half.
Lead is definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
Damage. That's what we want. Damage. Major damage.
Run up and tackle him.
And used.
On 3rd down, Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Sorry, we in field goal range. We good.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And able to make one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Now it's Stafford.
Damn, I had him if I could have stayed in the pocket.
So
Damn, I had it.
Attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we.
Damn, if you could have held that block right there, boy. I had it.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd down, Swift, and he will not get there as they stop him right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
All you gotta do is
It'll be first
block.
and 10 Bears
That's the
from
Lions'
deep
downfall,
in their
blocking,
own
man.
territory.
Them niggas can hold some blocks, boy.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
We own them. And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37. I got one. And we're going 37.
On second down and 4, Trubisky.
Fumble that bitch.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jamie Collins.
Damn, bro.
in there
Why
to
can't
get
fumble
him.
that
And on
bitch?
the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Oh, yeah, you done fucked up now. We on this.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
You in the wrong formation. We on this.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Who was the cornerback? Man, ain't no way he can do that to Okadu.
Former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
And I made him play inside. Nigga, empty in that bitch. We coming back with that shit again.
I'm going from back to you. 18. And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Hey, check.
Hey, seam 6.
Now Trubisky on first
He
down.
thought he was gonna have time to throw the ball. He was not gonna have time to throw the ball,
Jamie
nigga.
Collins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing here, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson.
That was stupid.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take
All
over.
you gotta do is
with a
hold
new
that
set of
block,
downs.
and we gonna do our thing.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Gone.
As they head to the field now, with the
Gone.
game this close,
Gone.
you gotta feel
Do your thing, Swift.
And he might go all
Go.
the way.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone.
Fumble this nigga.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how a baseball
Fumble.
pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Trubisky. And
I can't jump for interception. That's a pick.
A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Oh, you know them do your thing boys coming out there. The do your thing boys.
In desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Alert! Hey, Alpha!
Now it's Trubisky.
Give me that shit, nigga.
Hang on to it. Almost
Ain't shit happening in.
The first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th.
Should have been a pick. You go for it if you want to, nigga.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
That nigga threw that bitch away like, fuck it.
And this should be the
Sometimes this run play right here be opening up.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st down, Swift. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That's all we want to do. We want to just milk this clock right now.
It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
That's all we want to do is milk this clock right now.
Got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey. Who's that yours? Who's that?
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll get it down this time
That's a first.
to 17. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Set! 180! Mike 58, right there. Danny.
On 3rd down, Swift.
That's all we want to do. We just want to move the chains.
He takes it down to the 16.
That's it.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Detroit.
Set! 180! 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
To throw is Stafford. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down,
that's all we wanted to do.
In a big spot here.
We just want to milk the clock. We just want to milk the clock. Game in the bag, baby. Let's milk that clock.
Right through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That will 3rd down.
Nothing Oka do.
This is the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. They've got his man complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
Everything contested.
There to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with
that should have been a
6
fumble.
yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
I'd say you better pick that.
Harmon past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Double right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The book of no return. Dun. Dun.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that
Fumble,
drive
man.
is insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Gets this to his running back, Tariq.
Fumble that nigga.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He failed.
2nd down. Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't
I
have
see
a
the little
receiver
squirrel.
downfield as it turned
Yeah.
out. Couldn't even find his outlet, man.
What he
because of
doing?
the coverage.
He playing
Way too
Minecraft?
tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Hey.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going
We locked
in,
him up. Minus that little 80-yard run. They only had like 40 yards.
Came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Detroit, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Hey, what you
Meanwhile, for
doing?
the
You lost.
Bears, They are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite. Mountains.